Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of changes we made on SocialStack version 2 script. So since we released the SocialStack version 2 script, we discovered a couple of bugs from users that purchased our script that is to um, run their online business, and also some UI updates we are supposed to make that we did not make. So we made a couple of changes, and I'm going to show you the changes we made. So this is the current SocialStack version 2, and this is the one that contains the new update we made. So let's get started. So the first one is when I come to these settings, we add two inputs. The first one was to set your admin's log. The second one is your current secret key. So you can see the admin's log here is WP admin. If you look at the admin URL, you see it's WP admin. So if I change this to something like my admin, and I come here and save changes, it's going to refresh and it becomes my admin. So this is going to allow you to have your own private admin URLs. Nobody's going to guess your admin URL or know your admin login page, and it improves more security for your website. So the next one we have is current secret key. So we discovered for services like SMM, people could be hitting your current URL and it's going to be using up your hosting resources. So we add a current secret key where you can add a secret key that so that nobody can easily guess your current URL to be only meant when you add it to your hosting. So once you add the secret key, then when you come to your dashboard, based on our previous tutorial on our YouTube channel, then you can now copy your URL and paste it. So if you check now, you see that the secret key you added there, it's going to be what's here. If I come back here and change this thing to something like 234 and I save changes and I go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to see hello 234. So these are the changes we made on the admin dashboard. I think these are the only two changes we made on the admin dashboard to improve the security. So other changes we made on the backend is refund. So we improved the refund security for the number, the SMM, the VTU purchase. We also improved that, and other ones, and the payment gateway. So we discovered that sometimes the refund request goes twice, which results in a lot of loss for you as the business owner. So we had to improve the website code and refactor it so that refund is never going to happen twice. So once a refund user the first time, even if the user clicks the button very fast twice, not going to refund twice. So we wrote the code in a way that it's going to optimize it to make sure that it's not refunded twice. Then we also made some changes to the VTU. We discovered the way the code was written before is it's going to create an order on your website when it receives a success response from the provider. So which is not supposed to be that way. So we factored the code so that once users place VTU order, it's going to create a pending order on your website, and if the provider sends a success request, fine, it's going to mark the order as success. If it doesn't send, it's up to you as admin to review the order. Like when you go to the VTU and go to orders, you're going to see what they call client ref and provider ref. So you copy your provider ref, check with your provider, your VTU provider, and you check if maybe the order went successfully on the provider end, but it did not return. Let me say due to timeout, it did not return a successful response on your website. Then you can now credit the user manually. So that's how it's going to work. So maybe you debit the user manually and mark the order as active manually. So this is what we made about the VTU. Then we also improved the refund for the number, the SMM, and orders, so that everything is going to go smoothly. Now the next one I'm going to do is the user dashboard. So if I copy this local host and I come here, so we made a couple of changes on the user dashboard, such as the carts. So we added the cart icon so that users can easily click on the header to navigate to the cart. Then also we improved the marketplace page. So let's do this way. Let me just copy this social stack and open it on my browser. So open on my browser, you're going to see when I go to marketplace, you're going to see the design is totally different. So as you can see, it's totally different. So this one just can filter by categories, can filter by types, and sort by newest, oldest, price, and everything. So once you select the option, you click on this filter, or you can search for products. And also the other version doesn't have cards icon at all. Then also some improvement we made to the marketplace is if I click on view details and okay, let me look for a product that has item. So this has item. So I think this account is logged in. So hold on, let me log out. Now we can actually do what we want to do. So I'm going to log out from here. Then I'm going to go back to the marketplace. If I click on marketplace and I click on this, so if I click add to cart, it goes to this page. So we improve the cart button. So let me just empty the cart, and let me just click view cart from here. So if I click view cart, I usually see a difference. This is the old design and this is the new design, which is well improved. So if I click continue to shopping, and let me say I add to cart for this, and let me browse marketplace, and for this I add to cart. You're going to see now the design is well improved. Then another improvement we made to this marketplace is on the old design, it will require user to log in to checkout. But once users log in to checkout, their cart to be cleared, it's not being recorded. They'll have to go back and add to cart again. So we actually improved it here so that if I click this login to checkout, you see that the URL here is tracking it is tracking what the user added to cart and everything to make sure that whether you click to log in or you click to sign up, the user doesn't have account and click to sign up, it's going to record that item they added to cart and everything. Then yeah, so this is it. So we also update other parts on user dashboard. This I'm going to show you now. So if I come here and log in using the demo login, as you know, I log in. So yeah, so your listing removes your tax. Okay, all right. So I'll just go to the dashboard, and if I click on buy number, so no service is available. So let me just so for this one, let me just log into the um let me log into the user account so that you can see the changes we made to the dashboard. So it's a Gmail. So if I come here, let me just add a random API for um the number. So let me just add. I'll click on API, and I'll click on add API. I'll just name this server one, name this server one, I'll just name it server one two, and copy this, put https server1.com, just put a random API key, and I'll click save API. So if I come here and refresh, you're going to see the way the buy number page works now. So, but if I come here and click on buy number, you can see how plain it is. You choose server, and select your country and services. But now this one, the list of there will be a list of buttons here that I'll be showing when you add more server. You just can just come and select country or select their server. So if I come here and let me say add new server, I'll call this server two, call this server two, I'll call this server two. I'll call this server 2, and maybe say I'll just put any number here and click save API. If I come back here and refresh, I'm going to see server 2. So if I click on server 2, it's going to look for server 2. Then this is going to get filled up when users select the right option here. So you can see the two design. You can see how plain this is, and this looks well improved. So the next one is boost socials. So when I come to boost socials, I come to boost socials. This one looks normal it is. So let's try adding a random API. So if I come to API, I click add API, I click add server one, add server one, add server one, add server one, and API key. I'll just add a random API key and click save API. So if I come back here and click refresh, then you're going to see the way the SMM page looks like. But compare it with this one, you can see how improved this one is, and you can see how the old version actually is. So these are the changes we made, and including some pages on the marketplace. We made some changes also on the marketplace, and also we refactored a couple of codes also to make everything look simple. And also, yeah, we moved the checkout outside the page. So if I come here and create a new user account, so I click add user, I'll call this tech master, and I'll copy this. I'll just add a random number, then I'll paste this, and I'll copy it, I'll paste it here, and I click save changes. Yeah, so I've added a new user. So let's just log out from this and log into this. Yeah, so if I click on marketplace and I click on view details, add to cart, proceed to checkout. Yeah, so this is how the checkout page is going to look like now. So let me just make this on light mode. So this is how the checkout page is going to look like. So we move the checkout outside of the website. So I think it's more optimized that way, since the cart and the marketplace page is outside the website, it's outside the user dashboard. So we have to move it outside also. So then another fix we made was to the contact us page. So we figured out that the contact us page was not working. So we made improvements so that once user send message, it's going to land on the admin email. So you need to make sure the admin email you're using on your website is actually an email that is working. So they will added rate limiting. Rate limiting means this is how many messages you can send. Um, the way we do it, people can just easily come and start spamming your email. So we added rate limiting where users have a couple of emails they can send within an hour. So maybe I think you set it to 5. User can only send 5 messages on this contact form per hour. So if they try to send more than that, it's going to block their IP address, so then nobody needs to send email. So that's basically how it works. So I think these are all the changes we made on the user dashboard, and we're going to make the demo available for you to explore. So if you have already purchased the script before, you don't need to make any payments. You can just upgrade directly. So the upgrade is not automatic; it's manual, which means we're going to provide an update.md file in the file you're going to extract, where you're going to go through the files to see the ones that was changed. Then but I believe if you have technical knowledge that you're meant to do this. If you don't have technical knowledge, please don't do it. So we're also offering a support where we charge a little fee where we can help you do the upgrade. If you don't want to do it yourself, we can help you to do the upgrade. So all you need to do is to message our WhatsApp support. Then you're going to discuss further with them on how the upgrade is going to look good. So the way it works is, if you want us to implement all the upgrades at once, a single fee will be charged, whether it's small or big. We have a fixed fee for the upgrade. We have a fixed fee for the upgrade. So as long as it's the bug fixes and updates that was made and you want to do, yeah. So but if it's a custom, you know that custom will be charged differently. So this is it. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.